Despite desert temperatures reaching 70 degrees Celsius in summer, China is continuing to build its megaproject as the country's largest trans-desert highway. Ladies and gentlemen, the desert has long been a place where it's difficult for humans to survive. Building a road in the desert is even harder. But for the Chinese, they seem to like the challenge of the impossible. China has invested 37 billion yuan and 37,000 workers to build the world's longest trans-desert highway. Many foreign engineers have said that if China wants to build a highway in the desert, it will take at least 30 years to complete. But China completed road construction in just 9 years. Normally, desert roads are unusable year-round due to the influence of wind and sand. But China has once again silenced the United States and Western countries. So, why did China spend so much money and manpower building this desert road? Could it be buried in sandstorms? Let's find out today, in this video with Top Wonders. But before that, please show your support by liking the video and subscribing to the channel. We are grateful and appreciate your contributions and reviews to help with Top Wonders to become more complete and to provide you with useful and interesting content. The Beijing-Urumqi Expressway opened fully to traffic on June 30, 2021. It's the world's longest trans-desert highway after the final section of the route in the Xinjiang Autonomous Region, northwest China, became operational. It's expected to promote local development and play an important role in the One Belt, One Road initiative by establishing economic relations between Western China and countries in Eurasia. The highway connects Beijing with Urumqi, the capital of Xinjiang, and has a total length of 2,800 kilometers, with more than 500 kilometers passing through deserts and no man's lands. Crossing the Badain-Jiran Desert, the third largest desert in China, and the Gobi Desert, the world's fifth largest desert. Due to the harsh natural environment and complex geological conditions, the trans-desert section in Xinjiang was finally completed. In addition to Beijing and Xinjiang, the route passes through 4 other provincial-level regions, including Hebei, Jiangxi, Inner Mongolia, and Gansu, in northern and northwestern China. The route reduces the driving distance between Urumqi and Beijing by more than 1,300 kilometers, making it the fastest route to cross northern China. It will help improve transport networks, promote resource exploration, and tourism activities in the region. Like other large projects in China, the cost of building the Beijing-Xinjiang Expressway is very high. According to the data, the total investment amounted to 37 billion yuan, or more than 5 billion USD. All those involved in road construction totaled 37,000 people, including engineers, field workers, etc. Therefore, this desert road is one of the most important projects in China. A study conducted by Chinese scientists shows that sandstorms are seriously affecting the operation of the route. However, it is not easy for China to build a road in this desert. The natural climate and harsh environment make it difficult for construction workers. Not only do they face drought and water shortages, but they also face sandstorms that regularly sweep through the desert. However, Chinese construction workers have persevered for 9 consecutive years. They eventually built this wonderful desert road. In addition, there is still great difficulty during the construction of the Beijing-Xinjiang Expressway project. The geological environment along the way is very poor. It is difficult to build long-span tunnels due to the presence of a large number of soft rocks in the Jinpanwan Mountains, so it is very easy to risk collapse. Moreover, foundations in desert regions are also very susceptible to subsidence. But the Chinese builders overcame all difficulties. The tunnels were firmly built through the mountains. Why should China build the world's longest desert highway? In the past, China also had highways connecting Beijing to Xinjiang, but detours to Lanshu and the Hexi Corridor were required. The whole line is about 3,900 kilometers long, so traveling takes a lot of time and money. The Beijing-Xinjiang Expressway directly crosses the desert after being open to traffic. The road distance from Beijing to Urumqi is shortened by more than 1,300 kilometers. Each driver going to Xinjiang from Beijing can save more than 1,000 yuan on a single transfer. This saves 1 to 2 days compared to the original route. A large number of items produced in Xinjiang can be quickly shipped to different cities in China, bringing multiple sales channels to farmers in Xinjiang, allowing them to earn more money. With this road, the local tourism industry can also develop. Not only has Xinjiang economy improved, but the highway is also an important channel for the development of Western China. It plays a very important role in promoting the economy along this route. Although the construction of the Beijing-Xinjiang Expressway saves costs and improves transportation efficiency, how to keep this high-speed line open for a long time is the biggest difficulty facing China. Compared to other terrains, building highways in the desert is very difficult. In the desert, all you can see is sand. The sand in the desert is softer, not suitable for making roads with large loads. If you want to build in the desert, you must first do the road foundation engineering, making the desert road have a certain carrying capacity. Only then can the road surface meet the traffic needs of vehicles. After solving these difficulties, new problems arise again. Since sand is like a liquid, it is constantly subject to wind action. If there is no solution, then in just a few days the entire desert road is likely to be completely buried by sand. But this Chinese-built highway can be open to traffic all year round. This made American engineers very curious, wondering how the Chinese did it. To solve this problem, China has come up with the most effective solution, which is to establish perimeters on both sides of the road. During the construction of roadbed and pavement structures, Chinese scientific and engineering researchers have created sand fixation technology by combining humans with machines with remote control. The Chinese researcher took advantage of the plants piled into squares placed into grass fences on both sides of the road and fixed them with sand and gravel. This will help fix the sand under the road surface durably and help the roadbed be solid and ensure the quality of the work. This method can effectively prevent the impact of wind and sand, especially because the desert has extremely high surface temperatures and extreme temperature changes that have caused great difficulties for the operation and construction of the structure. Accordingly, China has used unmanned rollers and bulldozers with intelligent management system. Intelligent management systems are used to carry out the collection of data during the construction of the roadbed. Along with that, the intelligent management system helps to control the quality of the road foundation construction and effectively control the compaction process. Rollers and road paving machines work with high frequency and sequentially to bring high efficiency. Most importantly, the compactness, flatness, and other indicators of building construction produced by the unmanned aerial vehicle fleet are up to standard. This has been verified by the technical team. At the same time, they also choose to grow vegetation to prevent sand from spilling onto the street. Although this principle may seem simple, keeping the tree alive is not easy. After all, the most lacking thing in the desert is water. Plants can easily wither and die if they are not given enough water. Finally, it cannot play the role of controlling and fixing sand. So, how does China secure the supply of water and soil for the trees on both sides of the road? To solve the water problem, workers drilled more than 40 wells on the road. The depth of each well is up to more than 200 meters. Along with that, they built a lot of small houses along both sides of the road. In these houses, there will be generators and water pumps. Although the desert surface is arid, deep underground, there's still water. To further reduce watering costs, solar panels are also installed on both sides of desert roads. Drip irrigation technology has also been introduced to be able to use energy from solar panels during the day, thus reducing the use of diesel generators. Drip irrigation is more practical to flooding. Not only does it reduce water use, but it can also effectively avoid soil salinization because the water mined in the desert is salt water. That's exactly what China is doing to protect this road through the desert. Why does China have so many magnificent highways? According to CGTN, the first reason is geographic complexity. The world's third largest country owns a territory of 9.6 million square kilometers, with different geographical conditions, meaning that the highway can be above ground, through mountains, or even underwater and across deserts. The second decisive factor for China to build these roads is its economic and technological might. China has been building highways at an astonishing rate. Since 1988, when the country's first expressway, the Shanghai-Jiading Expressway, was completed, China has built more than 160,000 kilometers of expressways, the most of any country in the world. It took China about 40 years to build a longer highway network than anywhere else in the world, and to connect hundreds of millions of people. Many question whether China needs so many highways, and the answer is most certainly yes. In China, there's a saying, if you want to get rich, you must first build roads. Compared to conventional roads, highways are a lot more efficient. That's it for today's video. Let us know what you think about China's trans-desert highways. Do you think there are any methods to make the 37 billion yuan road smooth all year round? Please leave your comments below the video, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you can stay updated on the most interesting content. Bye for now, and see you soon.